Section 2, Question 1. In the northern hemisphere, a magnet compass will normally indicate a turn toward the north if A. An aircraft is decelerated while on an eastern or western heading, B. A left turn in entering from a west heading, or C. An aircraft is accelerated while on east or west heading. The question again, in the northern hemisphere, a magnet compass will normally indicate a turn toward north if C. An aircraft is accelerated while on east or west heading. Question 2. Deviation in a magnet compass is caused by the A. Presence of flaws in the permanent magnets of the compass, B. The difference in location between true north and magnet north, or C. Magnet fields within the aircraft distorting the lines of magnitude force. The question again, deviation in a magnet compass is caused by the C. Magnet fields within the aircraft distorting the lines of magnitude force. Question 3. During flight, when are the indicators of a magnet compass accurate? A. Only in straight and level unaccelerated flight. B. As long as the airspeed is constant. Or C. During turns if the bank does not exceed 18 degrees. The question again, during flight, when are the indicators of a magnet compass accurate? A. Only in a straight and level unaccelerated flight. Question 4. Deviation error of the magnet compass is caused by A. A northerly turn error, B. Certain metals and electric systems within the aircraft, or C. The difference in location of true north and magnet north. The question again, deviation error of a magnet compass is caused by B. Certain metals and electric systems within the aircraft. Question 5. In the northern hemisphere, if an aircraft is accelerated or decelerated, the magnet compass will normally indicate A. turn momentarily, B. correctly when on a north or south heading, or C. A turn toward the south. The question again, in the northern hemisphere, if an aircraft is accelerated or decelerated, the magnet compass will normally indicate B. correctly when a north or south heading. Question 6. In the northern hemisphere, a magnet compass will normally indicate initially a turn toward the west if A. Left turn is entered from a north heading, B. The right turn is entered from a north heading, or C. An aircraft is accelerated while on a north heading. Question again, in the northern hemisphere, a magnet compass will normally indicate initially a turn toward the west if B. A right turn is entered from a north heading. Question 7. In the northern hemisphere, the magnet compass will normally indicate a turn toward the south when A. Left turn is entered from an east heading, or B. A right turn is entered from a west heading, or C. The aircraft is decelerated while on a west heading. The question again, in the northern hemisphere, the magnet compass will normally indicate a turn toward the south when C. The aircraft is decelerated while on a west heading. Question number 8. What should be the indication on the magnet compass as you roll into a standard rate turn to the right from the south heading in the northern hemisphere? A. The compass will initially indicate a turn to the left. B. The compass will indicate turn to the right but at a faster rate than it actually is occurring. Or C. The compass will remain on south for a short time, then gradually catch up to the magnetic heading of the airplane. The question again, what should be the indication on the magnet compass as you roll into a standard rate turn to the right from south heading into northern hemisphere? The correct answer is B. The compass will indicate a turn to the right, but at a faster rate than it actually is occurring. Question number 9. In the northern hemisphere, a magnetic compass will normally indicate initially a turn toward the east if A. An aircraft is decelerated while on a south heading, B. An aircraft is accelerating while on a north heading, or C. A left turn is entered from north heading. The question again, in the northern hemisphere, a magnetic compass will normally indicate initially a turn toward the east if C. A left turn is entered from a north heading. Question 10. The pilot system provides impact pressure for which instrument? A. Altimeter, B. Vertical speed indicator, C. Airspeed indicator. Question again, the pilot system provides impact pressure for which instrument? Correct answer is C. Airspeed indicator. Question 11. Which instrument will become inoperative if the pilot tube becomes clogged? A. Altimeter, B. Vertical speed indicator, or C. Airspeed indicator. Question again, which instrument will become inoperative if the pilot tube becomes clogged? Correct answer is C. Airspeed indicator. Question 12. If the pilot tube and outside static vents become clogged, which instrument should be affected? A. The altimeter, airspeed indicator, and turn and slide indicator, or B. The altimeter, airspeed indicator, and vertical speed indicator, or C. The altimeter, altitude indicator, and turn and slip indicator. The question again, if the pilot tube and outside static vents become clogged, which instruments will be affected? Correct answer is B. The altimeter, airspeed indicator, and the vertical speed indicator. Question 13. Which instruments will become inoperative if the static vents becomes clogged? A. Airspeed indicator only, B. Altimeter only, or C. Airspeed indicator, altimeter, and vertical speed indicator. Question again, which instrument or instruments will become inoperative if the static vents become clogged? Correct answer is C. Airspeed indicator, altimeter, and vertical speed indicator. Question 14. What is an important airspeed limitation Okay, 14 again. What is an important airspeed limitation that is not color-coded on airspeed indicators? A. Never exceed speed, B. Maximum structural cruising speed, or C. Maneuvering speed. Question again, what is an important airspeed limitation that is not color-coded on the airspeed indicator? Correct answer is C. Maneuvering speed. Continuing with question number 15. What does the red line on an airspeed indicator represent? A. Maneuvering speed, B. Turbulent or rough airspeed, or C. Never exceed speed. The question again, what does the red line on an airspeed indicator represent? C. Never exceed speed. Question 16. Refer to the figure below. What is the caution range of the airplane? Below is an airspeed indicator. And it has 110. So question 16, what is the caution range of the airplane? I see a red mark above 210. So the possible answers are A, 0 to 60 knots, B, 100 to 165 knots, or 165 to 208 knots. So the correct answer is the question again, what is the caution range of the airplane? By looking at the airspeed indicator, the correct answer is C, 165 to 208 knots. Question 17, refer to the figure 4 below. Maximum speed at which the airplane can be operated in a smooth air is, okay, there's green, yellow, and red. So you should stay on the green. So the maximum speed at which airplane can operate in a smooth air is A, 100 knots, B, 165 knots, or C, 208 knots. I will say 100 knots because past 165, it's yellow. So I was incorrect. Yellow is good. So the correct answer is 208 knots. Refer to the figure 4 below. What is the full flap operation range for the airplane? A, 55 to 100 knots, B, 55 to 208 knots, or C, 55 to 165 knots. And the question again, what is the full flap operating range of the airplane? The correct answer is A, 55 to 100 knots. Question 19, what is the maximum flap extended speed? A, 65 knots, B, 100 knots, or C, 165 knots. Question again, what is the maximum flap extended speed? The correct answer is B, 100 knots. Which marking identifies the never exceed speed? A, upper limit of the green arch, B, upper limit of the white arch, or C, red radial line. Which marking identifies the never exceed speed? Correct answer is C, the red radial line. Question 21. Which color identifies the power of stalling speed in a specified configuration? A, upper limit of green arch, B, upper limit of white arc, or C, lower limit of green arc. The correct answer is question is, which color identifies the power off stalling speed in a specified configuration? Correct answer is C, lower limit of the green arc. Okay, question number 22. Which color identifies the normal flap operating range? A, yellow arc, B, green arc, or C, the white arc. Question again, which color identifies the normal flap operating range? Correct answer is C, white arc. Question 23, which color identifies the power of stalling speed with wings, flaps, and landing gear in the landing configuration? A, upper limit of green arc, B, upper limit of white arc, or C, limit of the white arc. Question again, which color identifies the power of stalling speed with the wings and landing gear in the landing configuration? Correct answer is C, lower limit of the white arc. Question 24, what is the maximum structure cruising speed? A, 100 knots, B, 165 knots, or C, 208 knots. Question again, what is the maximum structure cruising speed? Correct answer is B, 165 knots. And last, question 25. Refer to the figure 3 above. Altimeter 1 indicates A, 500 feet, B, 1,500 feet, or C, 10,500 feet. So correct answer is question altimeter 1 indicates C, 10,500 feet. So discussion, the altimeter has 3 needles. The short needle indicates 10,000 foot intervals, and the middle length needle indicates 1,000 foot intervals, and the long needle indicates 100 foot intervals.